Oh, there's no yellow spotlight on me. Never mind. Orion is the second studio album released by X Ambassadors. This is going to be kind of an interesting review for me because I liked a lot of what the X Ambassadors have done with their singles from VHS, although I didn't really give a thorough listen to that album. And they've collaborated with some other people, and I think a majority of their collaborations have paid off. And I was interested to see what I would think about a full-length album. I have heard, I need to form my own opinion on this, but I've heard that the singles from VHS were the only really redeeming qualities of it. I would like to know that for myself. That's what a lot of other people I've heard talk about it. But yeah, those two songs I felt like kind of brightened up some of the mainstream world at the time that they were released. I was hoping that when they released this album, they would do the same so that mainstream hits could learn a lesson or two, because I liked what they did before. And I'm not really sure what to think about this album. I don't dislike this album, but it's funny because I don't feel like there's one song on here that can really be marketed as a hit for me personally. There's enough of this album to praise. There's also a lot of this album that I personally don't find very interesting. I'm torn between some things I want to praise and some things that I wish were better. And I'm not really sure if that's me just really wanting something to be able to share with a lot of other people, or if it's something that I just want for myself, or if I have the wrong kind of expectations for X Ambassadors. I'm not sure. So I'm a little puzzled personally. I'm going to try to get the positives out first because I don't want this to be a bad review, even though I think in the end it might be perceived that way. So let me start with naming two songs that I do think are worth your time. First being Confidence, that features K-Flay. And the best song I feel that came out of this album, although it is a C2C song, is called Wasteland. Almost everything else on this album were songs that I felt weren't bad, but there were issues that I felt each one had, whether it was lyrics, whether it was production or creativity or some other factor on a micro level that I found. It's just that something just like wasn't pushed, something was included that shouldn't have been, something that I wish was included but wasn't. It can go in a lot of different directions depending on which song we're talking about. The song Boom, which I feel like maybe could be a hit, but it's not like I want it to be. I don't mind it as much. I think I could see a lot of people being annoyed by this song, but I don't mind it. I just don't think it's a great highlight at the same time. The song History I wrote down is a good ballad, but the production felt unbalanced, so I was torn with that one as well. I Don't Know How to Pray, for me personally, is a very conflicting song. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to take it. The last song, Closing Out, Hold You Down, I don't remember it being bad, but I don't remember feeling like I had any satisfaction in the end listening to it. I don't think it was terrible, but there's something that I had wished might have felt like the end of an album. Is that too much to ask? I'm sure there's things that fans of the band could name. I would welcome any comments from X Ambassadors fans. Really, I really would. Because if there's something that I'm missing, I would like to know that. I'm going to hold true to the way I feel about the album as a whole, but maybe there's a song on here that I should give another go. I'm open to that. And this isn't, in a sense, a disappointment where I'm jumping off the bandwagon. I'm just waiting to see what else they'll bring. I think that they are going to be fine. I think that there's enough people who are going to like this album. But as far as potentially getting some mainstream attention, I am going to be interested which of these songs is going to be more marketable. And in my opinion, I feel like a lot of the times the artists or their record labels or their agents recommend a song that I think is totally wrong for that. So I am going to be interested to see if there's something that's going to chart a little bit or maybe a lot. And I want to see if it's something that either I'll catch on to or if it's something that I'm going to be like, why did you choose that one? I think I might have that feeling. So after having listened and reviewed this album with production of 82%, creativity 68%, expression and lyrics 75%, I'm going to give this album a good/okay. If a split grade doesn't tell you anything about being conflicted, I don't know what else does. Ah, boy. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to subscribe and follow all the social media for this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.
To me